and you enjoy that wood heat and the flames. Oh, it's amazing, right? And welcome back to another episode of Travis Does Firewood. This is going to be a different episode, a unique episode, kind of like a hodgepodge of certain things that I've been doing lately. So stick around and check it out. So I'm going to do a voiceover on this part. So during this last cold snap that we had locally, there was like some branches on the side of the road, not quite in the road, just on the shoulder, and it's where like it was close enough to the shoulder or the white line that at least I would veer over and make sure that I missed it. But as someone who is a helpful, kind person, and I have a chainsaw, I decided to prep it and take it up the hill to start cutting it. And so I started to cut, and the woman across the street, after I cut this first limb, stops me and asks me if I work for the city. I said no, I'm just a neighbor. And then from there we got to talking, and the lady would just not stop talking. I was standing there like for an hour. It started getting dark. I had to stop, and I had to get my kids in a minute. So I finally just put on my, not to be rude, but I kind of let her know that I was done talking, and then I put on my ear protection and my helmet and started to buck up more of the limbs. I did a few more. It wasn't a big job, just kind of a kind thing to do. And I did the first one, as you saw, at 16s, and I checked it, and the wood was punky. It was old. It was just dead, and I fell down from the weight of the snow or just the wind, and it wasn't worth saving. But I was able just to have them be small, so I just tossed them in the woods. But so that's that footage there. Yeah. If I just realized this then in filming this part and bucking up these logs, but maybe with the pants I was wearing underneath the chaps, but that 460 rips, and to where the chunks of sawdust, I mean these things are, it's wet right now, but like, these are some beefy chips to where I filed that chain well, and with the speed, with the RPMs hitting as I'm bucking up, the sawdust would hit my leg, and I would feel it. I could feel those chips hit my leg, and it's not painful, it didn't hurt. It's just like definitely ripping through that wood, and it was interesting feeling. I don't know. Do you ever, when you're bucking up logs or whatever, do you feel the sawdust hit yourself either in the leg or maybe like the lower abdomen, depending on like where the back of the saw is aimed, right? But I just wanted to slow down or so, go at a real time for a second, and just in this clip, I know we're going fast with the fast forward on it, but just sawdust, I could feel it each time I was ripping, and it was a cool feeling to feel that as you're going on with the 460. Up this video for you all, so I can get it posted on Wednesday. So I had a few minutes, and I'll be outside for a second. I'm going to start bucking up some of this wood so we get it rocking and rolling, using my my fish scars here, because there's more wedge to it than the bit of Old Red. So but with Old Red, there's more space, there's more girth, more width here where I can twist it, use the twist when I get into the round, when I split it. And this one, I don't have that width here. And using this scars because I feel it does better with knots and branches that are in the rounds. But yeah, as I'm editing and filming this video, we have hit, or I have hit, 600 subs on the channel. So thank you out there who are new subs. We had the 500 sub video, which I'll post right here. That was the first week of December, so only several weeks to get 100 more subs, and I appreciate the viewership. I truly do. Yeah, exciting stuff for the channel. Usually I would handle this wood with gloves, but I don't know anyone who bucks up wood with gloves on. You need to be able to slide on the handle, on the shaft here, as you're bucking. No, sorry, not bucking. I'm splitting. Come on. The other day we hit, I think it was yesterday, outside, it was 64 degrees. 64 degrees, and it was the end of January. After, and that was a week before we had a cold snap. We were in the single digits. Crazy. Weather is crazy here. Super nice. I had the windows down in the truck driving around. Super nice. So today is like mid-50s. Cloudy, but there's no rain. There's no moisture on the horizon, so it's nice. So these pieces here, because they're being split up with the axe, they're gonna be more for rack wood. Either the $20 medium size racks, or probably this one here. I'll leave the size here. I'll leave for the big bonfire racks that I have. Hands are gonna get all full of sap. This weekend I got a ping from a new customer, and he said he wanted $20 worth of bundles. I said, yeah, I have bundles to stand, come on down. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I have the wood. And then I reread his message. He didn't want bundles, even though he said bundles. He wanted racks. Last time he came, he bought 4 racks of wood. That's $80 worth of wood, because each rack is $20 for that wood. So I'm like, no, Will, don't come. Wait. You wanted racks? Sorry, I need to prepare your order. He's like, that's fine as long as just before noon, so I can watch my football games. All right. So I had to make sure that I had time and went out to the yard, and because it's such a big order, I didn't bother to separate the species. I just put like one wheelbarrow was one wood, one wheelbarrow was the other wood, and then he can mix it when he gets home with whatever he wants. So what I found though was that spruce, that second load of spruce that we got, that I thought was seasoned, it's not. I used my moisture meter, and it was at like 30%. That hasn't been in the sun. That's been covered. I need to redo my shelter system soon. Yeah, that'd be a good piece for the bundle wood there. That's small enough. But yeah, I can't use that spruce, so I'm using my other softwoods. But I'm to the point, I'm running low on seasoned wood. So I'm debating on what to do. I know a lot of you out there who are more into firewood, you buy logs, have them brought in and buy logs to process, and that's cost effective for you. Yes, it's a cost, but you make money on it. So I'm debating on buying wood. Debating. I have someone locally who has it's not seasoned. It's like semi-seasoned. So I assume that means that it's like it's been split for a month or two, and it's at probably 30% or so. It's not green wood like this stuff here. If I measured it, it's gonna probably be in the 50s to 40s, right? Because it was cut down what, October, and now it's first of the year, just now being split. So definitely moist. But anyway, I digress. The wood that I have in mind, I buy it, and then only if I made bundles, like a few cords, even if I only made bundles with that wood, I would still make a little over $1,000 on that wood. So as opposed to waiting around for another arborist to drop wood, or I buy a trailer, another trailer, and I find wood myself. But this wood is always split. It's already split, so in the price includes delivery, right? So I may pull the trigger on it. What are your thoughts on buying wood and reselling it? I need to resell it, right? I need more inventory for the spring. The spring. The spring is coming. The heart of winter is coming past. Granted, for a lot of us, God, that was a whiff. That was a whiff. Terrible hit. A lot of us, the coldest time of year is coming up next month, February. But I think a lot of us too in the U.S. and Canada are now getting their cold snap. Now they're getting the snow, and in the teens or the negative digits. I don't think snow is on the horizon for us here, but you never know. You never know. Put this back for the splitter. So I just want to. So I'm going to interject here real quick. Just a little more commentary. Recently, I have found from Buckin Billy Ray's channel that a logger, Pete, at Nuts 319. I forget where he's at, but he's a logger, and he was logging a tree, and either a vine or the tree hit him, and he was in bad shape. So I wanted to give a shout out to him. He had a video out recently where he himself was updating him his viewers, and he's out of the hospital now, but on the mend. So give him some love from being a fellow woodhound at his channel. I'll link it down below. But yeah, watch his stuff and support him because we're all in this together in terms of being woodhounds, right? So thank you. At some point soon, I need to start picking this wood up and putting it in the pile where it goes, in the softwood pile behind the camera. It was a bummer that that four-way splitter piece add-on didn't work, but I may have another idea for it to get it to work. There may be a next episode, so I'm not going to return it yet. I'm going to try to modify it, but by modifying it, then I definitely probably can't return it, so we'll see how that goes. Get this cookie out of the way. A cookie piece. Cookie piece. So these ones, I'll just cut those in half, split them in half, and then throw them in the cookie bin. They'll dry eventually, and they more of a better piece, more volume than having to cut it like in quarters or eighths. Yeah, wrap this video up for you just real quick. I want to give you an update on the yard. The cottonwood chunks that had sold. So the person paid for them, 1 can, not 2, but only 1 for 20, and he was supposed to pick them up on Sunday. And I texted him saying, "Hey, let me know." He said, "Oh, I'm not feeling good, so maybe Tuesday or whatever." Like, it's not a big deal. I mean, it's already paid for. It's just a matter of letting me know that he's on his way, and then I give him my address, and then I'll put the can in the Kubota trailer and go up to the top of the driveway, and then he'll come and get it. Like, it's not a big deal. It's already paid for us, but I want to get the other one sold. I guess I'd burn it. On that note, as it's getting warmer, do you find that you are gonna be bored, like not feeding your wood stove or your fireplace? You heat, regardless if you're heating with you're heating to heat up your house, or you're burning wood for ambiance or for fun. Do you find as it gets warmer, you're burning, and you want to burn even though it's just not needed, because you're so used to like going outside or going to the garage or whatever, and getting your wood, putting your arm on the wheelbarrow or your little tote, coming inside, lighting the fire, or to stoke the fire, adding wood to it. Do you find that you are going to get bored by not doing that anymore during the summer, the spring, summer? Like, I find that I'm going to have one less thing to do to occupy my time during the day and evening time, which I guess is a good thing, but you get so used to it after weeks and weeks, and you enjoy that wood heat and the flames. So it's amazing, right?
It's amazing, right?
But as it gets warmer, less fires, at least inside. So I want to give an update. I bucked up most of the logs, and then had these for demonstration on the previous video or so. Had that log there. Get this out of the way. These rounds. So these, I think, are spruce, and I may have a guest coming on the channel, and he has plans for these bigger rounds. So I'm gonna keep the bigger rounds. These are already at 16. I'll get rid of those. I think what I'll do with those is I will turn the splitter vertically and kind of move them around in place and split them, and not worrying about noodling or not use the metal wedges and to quarter them. It's these ones, these 3, that I'll save for my potential guest who's coming. He wants to try out a saw that he rebuilt, so I'll save those for him. But the other stuff I'll split up. This probably that one there too. But there's a few in here that are already at 16. So I'll move the splitter into vertical mode and get those split. I'll move this softwood to where it goes. It's already split, and then I'll probably continue with the rest of the bucked up rounds with the splitter, so there's more uniform to get my smaller splits for my bundles. I'm torn between what the process and size based on needs of the stand, and then I'm going back and forth on buying this 2-cord load of softwood that's not seasoned all the way. I think I can season it pretty fast if I get stacked, but it's just cost. I mean, having to you balance cost, your monetary cost versus your time. And if you're one like me, the bulk of your firewood is free. Either you get delivered from arborist or tree color, whatever, or you get it yourself. You go out and scavenge. You get free wood off or a marketplace. But this wood, I'm paying for it, but it's being delivered, and it's already split. All I have to do is just pay the person, and then I stack it. Wait a little bit, and then I test it, and then I use it. I sell it. I resell it. So any wood I buy, it's a cost to me. It would dip into my profits, but it saves me so much time. And time, I think, is a big factor. Having to think about that when you're analyzing or being cost effective or ROI, etc. in firewood. So if you can buy logs or buy firewood already split at a good price, and you know in your head or on paper or your calculator that you can turn around and resell that and still make a profit, I think it's worth it. So I think I'm going to pull the trigger, buy this wood, so I just have it in my yard, because I'm definitely low on inventory, and I want to make sure that I have enough. So yeah, for our next video, we'll get this all cleaned up. I think it'd be good to rake it up, make it look nice. That way, as the sun comes out more, it starts to dry out this yard, because it's definitely mucky and slick. So yeah, exciting stuff. So thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. Be safe, keep cutting, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.